And we're recording.
Hi, Flosstube. Welcome back. We are Three Trail Stitchers. I'm Carrie.
I'm Sarah.
And that's Whitney swatting at her house horse.
I knew she was going to do that. I just knew it. Okay.
It's our voice. We were talking before and she wasn't upset about it.
She waited until she heard me say the word recording.
Yeah.
You want to stop it and start over?
I don't think so. It's fine.
Okay.
We'll keep going.
Because I don't know what they're barking at. So.
They're very angry. So anyway, welcome back if you are joining us from before, if you are a subscriber, or if this is your first time, welcome.
Welcome to our madness.
Yeah, it doesn't
Right,
get
it's
less. It doesn't get
insanity
less
in the
weird.
house.
So just know that now. I feel like there's something else I should say. So anyway, how was your week, Whitney?
Non-eventful.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been super quiet until like just now when my dogs decided to go crazy.
Can you hear the sound of my cat now pawing at a box?
Actually, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my week was fine. It was non-eventful. So work is good. Home is good. No complaints.
That's not a bad thing.
Nope.
Not at all.
How was your week, Sarah?
It was good. Our weeks, I feel like they're really flying by. I was worried at the beginning of the school year that it was going to be a super slow school year with all the restrictions in place and everything, but our weeks are flying by. I mean, we have 2 weeks and then it's Christmas break.
That's crazy.
So that means like next week with my littles, I start some of my holiday stuff. And then the week after that, all my classes were doing like a holiday Jeopardy game, and they get candy canes, and then I'll be off for 2 weeks. So
That'd be nice.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Me too.
So yeah, mine was, it did go by quick. Usually closer you get to a break, it slows down, and I mean, the next 2 weeks could be slow, but it went by pretty quickly. So pretty good. The weather here has been really nice. I mean,
Yeah, it's been really nice.
Day, but we can't complain because it's December and it's like 50 something. I had a sweatshirt on and had to change into a t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's weird. I think we're just going to have a mild winter, which is probably not what we need, but.
No, I was kind of hoping for like a snowy winter just so people would stay inside, so I could stay inside. But
I mean, we still have January and February, and we sometimes get March surprises. But for some reason, if like it's this mild now, I feel like that's just how it's gonna stay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah. Because this time last year, we already had a snow day, I think.
Right? I think so.
At least one. And the year before that, we'd had a couple.
Yeah.
It was like nothing, like 10 to 20% chance up until like Christmas, basically. I mean, it's
there's nothing in the forecast really.
So anyway, we discussed the weather. Is that your Krampus?
That's my Krampus that Whitney got me.
I love that. I watched that movie this morning. It was on TV.
I need to watch it. I saw that I was just looking at Netflix because Sarah told me to watch that American Murder. Is that what it's called? The Chris Watts thing?
It's called something. I just know it's the Chris Watts thing, and I really want to talk to her about it.
Yeah. So I was flipping through trying to find it, and White Christmas is on Netflix.
Oh, that's good.
Good.
Anyway,
that's good.
There's a lot of Christmas stuff I want to watch. I just haven't been in the mood, and plus,
Hey, just so you know, next Saturday there's a new sci-fi horror Christmas show coming on. Just to let you know.
Is it giant spiders or?
It's like evil toys. It's gonna be amazing.
Is it gonna be on demand? Because next Saturday we're doing Mom's birthday.
I'm sure it will be.
I'll be sure to add that.
Thinking when we do cookies.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm sure it will be. I'd be surprised if it's not.
Scary Christmas movies in between cookie batches.
Yes.
So Whitney's the only one of us that has a finish, right? Oh no, Sarah has a finish, but she can't show the whole thing. I can't
show all my finish because this is part of Mom's Christmas present.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I mean, and I hope she can't figure out what it is, but there's part of it.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. So it's a finish, and when I'm planning on having 3 of them, And when I get them finally finished, after Mom gets them on Christmas, then our next floss tube after that, I'll show them.
Done. Cool.
All right, Whitney, lay it on us.
Okay, so I have one fully finished. And be kind, because this is my first finished ever.
I think it's awesome.
I've done by myself. So it's gonna be kind of hard to show, but this is the cross stitch I did. And I just put it on a wreath with little battery operated lights. And
Good.
hangs in my hallway, in my entryway.
Awesome.
So,
What did you think of it?
you know what? He didn't notice it till I pointed it out.
Yeah.
And I was like, I figured I'd just, put it up because we don't have a tree. And he's like, whatever. So, whatever.
Whatever.
And then I have two just finishes. I finished, I don't have a piece of paper, hang on. I finished the little gingerbread man.
He's so cute.
The little ginger dead man, I guess is what he's
like bloods pool at the
So
bottom.
I think what I'm gonna do, because this is a pretty good sized piece of fabric,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put as many on here as I can and then turn it into garland.
Yes.
Oh
So
yeah.
I think what I'm gonna do is like the next one, not do the candy cane and then have another one of candy cane. So they kind of alternate and give them like different eye colors.
Yeah, you could hold them up again. You could also do different color
Buttons. They're gumdrops. I have a bunch of like color and cotton fancy floss.
Yeah.
But I thought I would just use that for. And then this little thing I did for Wade.
Oh, cute.
It turned out so
It's
cute.
on Be
Yeah.
Stitch Me's Shadow, I think is what this is called.
So cute.
But he has a chocolate lab and we've been trying to find a chocolate lab pattern.
You did
Finally found that one. Do what?
You did that fast.
Yeah, I started it. I think I started it like Wednesday or Tuesday. But it's not very big. So
No, but still.
those are my finishes.
Your nails look nice.
Yeah, they do.
My mom got me for Christmas this thing on Facebook that's like gel nails that you stick on, and they have a pedicure set too.
Oh.
And that's mainly what I wanted it for, was the pedicure set. I'll spare you all what my toes look like, but it's pretty neat and it's super easy to do. You just like put the little gel things on and then cure them in under a light, and
That's cool.
so
That's really good.
All right, whips. You want me to do my whips?
do your whips.
Watch me whip. No, I'm not gonna do that.
No, don't.
So I worked more on Satsuma Street Christmas. I think that's what I worked on. I brought my little calendar, so now I would know. I think I worked on Satsuma Street basically most of the week. So here it is so far.
It's so cute.
Is
So I had the top done, I don't know, Sunday, maybe Monday, I don't know.
something like that.
And I started down here, and then I was like, I got my order from 123 and it had the DMC metallics in it. And so I started doing the metallics. And
Are they hard to stitch with?
well, I used them when I was doing like hand embroidery, and I don't think it bothered me as much, but no, I'm never again. I'm going to burn the ones I have. I'm pretty sure.
Good to know.
So what I used the DMC was this bow, which looks janky, but I'm not pulling it out because I think it'll mess up my other stitches.
Yeah.
And his collar, which looks fine. So then I was like, I can't use these. I don't want to use them. So then I got out, back when I was doing hand embroidery, I used lots of Sublime Stitching floss and patterns and stuff. And she has metallics, and they might be from a different company, but she sells them on her site, and they're like these metallics.
Oh, okay.
They are single strand, but it's about the thickness of 2 strands of DMC. I think it might be slightly thicker, but it doesn't bother me enough. So I got in there, but they're easier to stitch with.
Oh, that's good.
So I decided I'm going to use those. And so this is that, 2 different colors of that.
It's really good.
Oh, cute.
And there's
I
that.
like it. I like the way it
It's
looks.
probably hard to see, but some of the ornaments, and then there's like swags of you know, whatever.
I like it.
Like a garter.
And so I have a bunch of colors of this, and I was like, I need to buy more of this because I'm never going to use DMC ever, the light effects ever again, because it's evil.
Does she still have that on her site? Have you
Yes,
looked?
they're all sold out.
Of course.
So, I mean, when she gets, and they're kind of pricey. I mean, I think it's $26 for 5 things, but I think I feel like it's twice as much as what used to be on the spools, like what I have.
Right.
And, I mean, it's worth everything to
Yeah.
not do. I mean, because my other option is I'm never going to do metallics, which I like the Etwall. I probably could have done it.
Yeah.
Have you tried the Krynic?
No, and maybe it would be okay, but I don't know. I just forgot. I mean, I don't remember hating the DMC stuff when I was doing embroidery, but it's different. You know, you're not making X's. And
I don't know that I ever used it.
Sometimes I think it, like when you're making X's, you have to come up next to another. Whereas like if you're back stitching,
yeah,
it's not pulling on another.
Yeah, that's true. Now I get what you're saying.
I know. Again. And then I started on my hard candy Christmas.
I can't wait to see this done.
I know.
It's gonna take me a while. It's pretty big. So this is what it looks like. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas, because that's one of my favorite Christmas songs, one of my favorite Dolly Parton songs. If you don't know that song. And so this is how far I am. So I mean, it's gonna be big.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got quite a bit done.
Yeah. Well, the lettering goes quick.
But yeah, I like to do it.
So I have to finish Christmas, and then I can start on like I'm missing one color, but which of course is a color I need like right up here, but
at the top, yeah.
That in your order that you've got coming to you?
I haven't ordered it, so I don't know.
What is it? Because I may have it.
I feel like it's 38.45. It's a dark teal.
I'll look through my stuff.
Okay.
Because I might have it also.
And I think that is it for what I worked on. Yeah, because I'll do plans later. So I think that's all I worked on. Yeah. So I stitched on that. I started it Wednesday night, and I did Thursday, and then I stitched a little bit last night.
That's pretty good.
My handy calendar.
Look at you, all fancy.
You want to go next, Sarah? Whips?
Well, I finished.
Yeah.
And then because I'm working on Christmas presents, I'm just keeping going. So I started the next one because I want 3. And I've been going through my fancy floss trying to choose some colors for him. I think I'm gonna do. Oh no. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might do
Finley Gold. What's the red?
Ladybug.
Oh, Classic Color Works.
Classic Color Works. And then for the third one, I think I'm gonna do, because I kind of want to have them a little bit coordinated. So I'll go back to the deep sea that I used and a little bit of this.
That's pretty.
So that's all I've worked on. I'm getting anxious to get them done because there's a bunch of stuff out there that like we've been buying patterns like crazy. And there's stuff out there I want to work on.
I'm overwhelmed with stuff I want to work on.
I am too. And I'm kind of like Carrie, where I just want to kit a bunch of stuff up so that when I want to start something new, I can just go grab it.
Yeah.
So I think over our Christmas break, that's in plans. Sorry. That's all I've been working on.
Okay. Me?
Yep.
So I finished the Chocolate Lab one this morning. And then I started this pattern. This is from the Naughty Hag. So I started it this morning, and I have the antlers done.
Look at you stitching like a boss.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I'm working on right now. And
that should be quick though.
I hope so. I'm waiting for an order from 123 Stitch. It was supposed to be delivered today, but it didn't come. So I'm hoping it's not lost, but
Does it say out for delivery?
it said that it doesn't, like, after this morning it didn't update. It said delivery today, but then it didn't update again. So
Might not come till Monday.
I don't know where it's at. So right now I'm just working on it, but I'm the same way. I'm overwhelmed with all the things I want to do right at the moment. So that's all I got though.
Haul, I guess that's what's next. What haul? So I bought a few things, and I don't know if you've seen some. Are you kidding me?
It's Vern. Hi, Vern. Would have at least shown her face.
At least they're quiet. They're not
Turn off the video because her foot was right on the mouse pad.
they're not disruptive like my critters are.
Oh, they're disruptive.
Not noisily.
Your dogs are being good girls right now.
Shh.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I enjoyed doing the Satsuma Street Christmas cat, and so she had a 10% off sale, something like that.
Oh, that's cute.
And I've wanted this one forever, but I was like, oh, it'll take me forever to stitch. But this Christmas cat's involved and it's going really fast. So I actually ordered this pattern. I got the PDF, but then from 123, I got the floss, and then it's done on navy. So I ordered a piece of navy. And it has metallics too. Guess what? So I have that. I bought that. And then I also bought, because Floss can't travel alone. I bought this hands-on design pattern. It's called Wreath House, and it's
that's cute.
3 houses.
Oh, cool.
Hey, for the crinkly.
Those are cute.
I love them, and I love the colors. It's all fancy floss, which I think it's an old pattern. I think she used to kit mostly fancy floss, whereas now she gets.
Yeah.
So I'll have to convert it because I don't want to spend the money.
Yeah, I made that mistake the other day.
It's like it's
buying
$8, but
a bunch of fancy floss, not realizing how expensive it was going to be.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, I bought this because it was like $3, and I'm
cute
on a dolly kick, of course, which I'm pretty much 24/7 on a dolly kick. But I bought this, which is going to crinkle, and I apologize that I didn't open these beforehand. I've wanted this one for a while. I saw it around before Halloween, and I just kept it in my cart. It's called Harbingers, and it's by the Wind. And I wanted it because it totally makes me think of The Birds, which is my favorite Hitchcock movie. Well, I have 2 tied. Rear Window is probably my favorite. I love The Birds. And so I want to stitch it and add more birds.
Yeah.
Doesn't it make you think of that movie?
Yes. And there's my neighbors.
Yeah, mine doesn't.
Mine doesn't too. I'm surprised he hasn't. Oh, he's gone. That's why he hasn't.
This is why the weather needs to change.
Yeah.
Well, my neighbor down the street I think he has a tow truck company, and it's a diesel. So he'll leave it running when he's it just runs constantly, and it's so it's all I could hear it down the street. And then when he goes to a job, he feels the need to drive like a maniac out of my neighborhood because I'm on a dead end, and so he just tears out.
I know our old neighbors before we moved, when Kurt only had his diesel, they hated it when he would get called to work in the middle of the night because the thing sounds like an airplane starting to take off. Yeah.
And then the neighbor on the other side of me, he has a motorcycle, which he doesn't ride it all the time, but in the summer, he'll take it to work, and he works nights. And I mean, it's fine, but he has to rev it up.
Yeah, there's no need to rev it up. Yeah. Sorry. Sidebar.
You gotta rev it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So I ordered this a while ago, and I don't know, I just decided I had to have it. It was on, where did I get it from? Spun Sugar Quilts it was 30% off, and so I went ahead and bought it because these patterns are not cheap. So these are pretty.
It's neat. Yeah. I've never seen one like that.
It's Mary Poppins, and I adore Mary Poppins, so I bought this. If I enjoy it, I'd really like to have, she has a Wizard of Oz one, which is the first one I saw, and I should have bought it probably, but I'm a big Wizard of Oz fan as well. So I'm excited to start that at some point. And then the last thing I bought 2 pieces of fabric to make myself a project bag. So because I want to stitch this Mary Poppins thing, I saw this fabric and I had to have it.
Oh, cute.
Isn't it amazing? But it's supposed to be, and maybe it is a fat quarter, but it's not very big. Like, I don't think I can get, like most fat quarters, I can get like 2 project bags out of.
Yeah. I think you're only going to get one out of that.
Get one out of that. Yeah.
And then I saw this online, and I mean, I fell in love for obvious reasons. It's Christmas in Las Vegas.
That's amazing. I love the cactus with the Santa hat.
Dude,
Dork.
the Luxor. I mean,
That's awesome.
it's so good. And I can probably get 2 out of this. So
You can definitely get 2 out of that.
Okay.
You might even be able to get enough to do for me to do a like a notions bag or something.
I mean, I would take something out of that. Sure.
Yeah. This is Alexander Henry. And I don't know what it's called. I thought
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, I mean, so amazing. I saw it and I was like, I don't even know what I was looking for. And I was like, sold.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love Las Vegas. So the only other thing I have, and this isn't technically haul, but I figured this was a good time. So my floss for a long time now has been stored in like Ziploc bags. So like I had a 400 bag, all my 400s would go in a bag. And then every time I wanted to kit something up, I'd have to search and search through the bag to find the color I needed, which means that wasn't going to happen. So I just bought the colors I needed.
That's why you had
I'm
like
guilty of that too.
434s last night.
So like we were trying to figure out why, oh yeah, I have so much like 310 and 939 randomly. And anyway, so I was trying to figure out a way to store it because I don't like bobbin. I'm not a fan. I like floss away bags, but it's just not feasible for me to have enough. You know what I mean? It's just not.
But I don't think there's, because I like the floss away bags too, but there's not a real great way to store them.
Mm-mm. No, I mean like for a project, yeah, on a ring.
Yes.
Once you, I mean, a lot of people will put them in shoe boxes with index cards and then line them up, but I just, that's a level of organization I don't possess. So,
No, you don't.
so we were sitting around talking, and I think Sarah mentioned that she'd seen someone who put them in plastic sleeves and kept them in binders. And so I bought baseball card holders, 9 pouch baseball card holders. And we
Did you just order those online or did you go somewhere to buy
yeah,
them?
I got like 50 for like $15.
Oh, that's not bad.
I need more because I didn't have enough because I'm gonna do my like etwall and stuff because I have
How big of a binder is that?
I'd
think
say it's
it's
a 3-inch.
3-inch binder. Mom had a bunch of them left over from when she used to work from home. She'd have like legal stuff in them. And then I
Mhm.
think she also had some for
Patterns.
knitting patterns or something. And then she switched how she was organizing those. So I just had a bunch of them in a couple boxes in my garage. Because
No, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like long term because if I accidentally knock it upside down, all these ones on the top are gonna fall out and kind of stuff. But just to be able to, like, I want to kit up this Mary Poppins Quaker. I can just go through, pull what I have, actually know what I have without having to dig through bags.
yeah.
Because I dug through bags to kit a bunch of stuff up like last week. I think it was last week, and it just took me forever. I mean, it was forever.
You know, I don't know how cost effective it would be, but I remember when Wade was in school, he had a big binder like that, except it zipped.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Like, I wonder if you got one that way, you wouldn't have to worry about them like necessarily getting knocked over. But he had to have something like that for a specific class that we bought at like Walmart or someplace like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna end up with like probably 5 or 6. I mean, maybe more over time, just because they take up a lot of room. Because
Yeah.
I don't have all the colors by any means. So I have, and each one of those pockets, we can fit about 3 skeins in a pocket. So like my 310 is still going to be in a bag because I have a ton of 310 because
Yeah.
it was hard to get at one point. And so then when I saw it, I bought a ton of it. So, but anywho, that's my new plan. So we'll see. I'm just
I
not,
think that's a good idea. It makes me want to do it.
yeah, I'm not a super organized, like an organizational type person. I love having it done, but it's always hard for me to keep up with it. Like even putting them into the Ziplocs, I have a bag full of floss that
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're bad about putting patterns in the inventory too.
Oh, good golly, Miss Molly.
Well, you are. You're terrible about it. And I've done it for you a few times, but I've gotten really bad about it too because there's some patterns I should have put in the inventory and I forgot to do it.
So
Shame on
I know. I'm a terrible
call Sarah.
I did buy some more patterns this week because Stitching with the Housewives had was it 20% off?
Yeah, something like that.
And then as I was just looking around on Etsy, I found this. Well, let me show you what I got first. So I got 4 ornaments. I got all the gingerbread. So I got the gingerbread. I was hoping it's not very big picture. I got the gingerbread cottage.
Cute.
Those are cute.
Sweet delivery. I love little gingerbread people. Santa's cookies.
I love that
Oh,
one.
cute.
And then Mrs. Claus's cookies.
Yep.
I like those. Those are cute.
Their stuff's so
And
cute.
yeah, they really were. And then as I was looking around, I found White Raven patterns, and she has these little cute chibi patterns of all kinds of things, like horror characters like Jason and Michael, and
Let's go back and buy some of those, and I forgot
yeah,
about it.
well, you got like 5 for $10, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so I bought 5 of the Harry Potter patterns. So I got Ron Weasley. I can't do it. Luna Lovegood.
My favorite.
I know she's your favorite. Harry Potter. I know I'm terrible. It's awful. It's horrible. Hermione. And Hagrid.
I always think of the audio versions where
Read by Jim Dale.
yeah, and he goes, I think is it when Ron's saying her name? He goes, Hermione or whatever, and he like drags it out.
So anyway, that was my haul. I don't really have anything else. I ordered something from 123. I ordered one of the Stacey Nash snowmen because I kind of want to get back to those, but it hasn't arrived yet. That's it.
I don't really have any haul. I have a couple of things that I'm waiting from 123 Stitch. I did buy like 30 skeins of fancy floss the other day from Cece, which was a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's
you know what? I wasn't thinking about it. It was just like, oh, I want to do these patterns and I wanted to do them in fancy floss. So I sent Cece an email and was like, hey, can you pull these for me? And I'll be there this afternoon. Not even like thinking how much they are a piece.
Yeah.
It was like $85 for the lot.
It adds up so quickly. Like
Yeah.
the idea, but like I feel like I'm gonna do that little alien schoolgirl in the fancy floss.
Yeah.
Because it's only so many colors, but like a huge, and people do it, and I mean, more power to them. But if it's like something like this Quaker, which it's luckily in DMC, but it has like 20 some odd colors. I'm like, no.
Well, and a lot of those fancy flosses, they're getting hard to come by because of like the mail delivery issues and things like that. If they're out of a color, like Cece was out. I mean, out of all those, I think there were 3 they didn't have.
Oh, that's not bad.
2 and 123 didn't have them. Everything cross stitch did not have them either. I found 2 of the colors on Etsy, and the 3rd one absolutely nobody has. So I'll have to.
Did you try Quilter Station?
Yeah, nobody has it. It was like that carriage black that I was trying to find a couple months ago.
Do you know what it is?
It's licorice red.
No, I don't think I have that.
Licorice red. Yeah, that's the color.
Okay.
If anybody knows where you can get it, huh?
I said I don't have this fancy floss, but I thought I might have that.
I mean, I can use another red. It's not like, you know, I'm sure I can substitute it for something, but that was the only one I ended up not being able to find.
Yeah.
So that was all my haul. That was just floss.
I did finally get my Cloud Factory because mine did something weird and it was like waiting for e-check approval or I don't know. So I don't know.
Weird. So it didn't come through.
It finally did. So I got this X-Files one.
Cute.
I have like 3 X-Files patterns and haven't started one. Oh, and then this was the other one I bought. I just lost. It's Frida Kahlo. And it's like based like her different art.
Oh, that one's neat.
And it says, "Feet, what do I need you for when I have wings to fly?"
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So I like Frida Kahlo. So, all right. So my plans are to keep stitching on Hard Candy Christmas. But today, the first part of the Christmas Carol Stitching Book Club Stitch Along came out, which some people have already stitched it. I mean, it's small, but still, I was like, what? And the people are fast.
Yes.
And so to stitch that, which I mean, I could probably, maybe I can do it tonight and get it done, but, and then work on my Satsuma cat. I don't plan to start anything new this week, but we'll see. And then I want to try to see how much of the floss I have for this Mary Poppins thing that I'll start sometime in the next 20 years. Plans, Sarah?
My plans are just to keep working on Mom's Christmas present. I'm hoping I can get the last 2 of them done this week, so I can just kind of move on to something else that I want to stitch and work on. And I also I need to cut out some sew together bags. And so my other plan is to clean my sewing room, so I just have some space to, so some of my stitching time needs to go to that, so I can just have some space to cut stuff out.
Yeah, I've got to sew some of those project bags.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
What are your plans?
To tell you to sew my, project bags. I'm gonna work more on the Rudolph skull. I guess I don't really know the name of the pattern. Hopefully, if my 1, 2, 3 stitch stuff gets here, I have a project that I'm trying to do for a friend of mine. Not necessarily for Christmas. I would just like to get it started. Other than that, I have no idea. I went to the Dollar Tree yesterday and bought a ton of like little like thin canvas boards and stuff like that to use for finishes.
Oh, yeah.
The Dollar Tree in Blue Springs, let me tell you, it's great. So much better than the one out here. And that lady, the older couple that sat by us at the hockey games.
Oh, yeah.
The real kind of grouchy Pete guy, that yelled at everybody.
Yeah.
She works there. She's a there. No mask on,
Oh, yeah.
But they have a ton of stuff like that. I bought a whole bunch of ribbon and just twine and all kinds of neat things to
Do finishings.
Yeah.
Cool.
So my goal is to start actually kind of trying to finish some of the things I have, because I'm pretty bad about just stitching them and throwing them into a bag. But so we'll see. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, I kitted up, I don't know, like 10 different patterns just to have kitted up. And I guess start when I feel like it. I don't have any like true plans to start anyone specifically, but
yeah,
I was kind of bored and just.
That's what makes you happy. 2020 rules.
Yeah, I mean, actually, that should be a rule no matter what. That shouldn't be just.
Oh yeah, no, it should be a rule no matter what.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to start this until this, but like this year is like just start the thing.
Yeah,
do what you want to do. Because you have.
I start to get like honestly, I was sitting there thinking this morning, I'm like, I'm overwhelmed a bit, which is my own fault, but I'm just like, I want to do this project and I want to do this project, and I know if I just start them all, they'll never get finished. So I'm trying to be better about going back and getting stuff finished, because like my Halloween sampler, I would like to get it finished, and so we'll see how motivated I actually remain. That could change by the end of this. So, we'll see. And now I want to organize my floss. So thanks.
Honestly,
now I feel like
Sarah came over last night and started helping me, and I pretty much finished up, other than what I can't do because I don't have more pages.
Well, I have, those big those plastic boxes we got from your mom. Like I have one of those that was just my floss.
Yeah.
And then my mom and Kurt's aunt gave me, I think like a total of 6 or 7 of those little boxes, for the bobbins. that were full of floss. I mean, I have a ton of it. And amazingly enough, I had to go to Joann's yesterday and buy 3 colors that I didn't have out of all those
I'm
flosses.
trying to avoid Joann's. Like, I feel like I would walk into any place because since they made that store, like they made it a hub, it's like so small and so tight.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. There was one other person in line in front of us.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
Sometimes-
awful.
Yeah,
but-
sometimes, and especially since you work from home and you can kind of
Yeah.
adjust your lunch break. Sometimes if you go at just the right time, you can get in and out
Yeah.
like nobody's business. But then
Yeah.
there's other times where you drive by and you're like, how is there that much space in that store for all those cars?
Well, I
All
think
those
part
people.
of it's confusing because isn't there a gym right next door?
Yes.
So I think a lot of the times the traffic in there is for that gym, which
Yeah, I think so too. That gym is always packed.
yeah, it's crazy.
It is.
But
I mean, I don't understand. Okay, number one, I don't understand people going to gyms in the
right.
age of COVID, but I've never understood this whole exercise thing
No,
to begin with.
I mean, no.
Yeah.
Well, plus, like our weather's been so nice, like just go outside and do something. Which I mean, I get some people need
Well,
to
yeah,
work,
yeah.
but I'm just like, you just drive by certain places in
And
our
you're like,
city, and you're like, is there still a pandemic? Like, have I lost my mind? Like, there's
Yeah.
certain restaurants that are totally not.
like 54th Street Grill, they were parking on the street again the other night, and I'm like,
Sarah just done called them out.
I did call them out.
Like everybody knows where they are, but
They need to be 50% 50. What is
I
it?
mean, there's
50%
no
operation
way.
or whatever.
There's no way because you
No.
drive by and you're like, what? You start to feel like you're the crazy one.
Yeah. You're like,
It's
did I
true.
not hear this? Did I
Yeah.
not hear what they're asking us to do? Oh well. You know.
So there was some-
Anywho,
Anywho,
we did not hear back from the person who won the last time, so we chose a new winner.
so I went back.
This is for the flamingo project bag and the hands-on design flamingo pattern. So who's our new winner, Sarah?
Our new winner is Lacey Makes, Makes. So I am going to leave a comment after we're done with our video today. I'll leave a comment on the comment you made from video 14, because that's where we did the giveaway. So it's Lacey Makes, and if you can just email us your address information to 3 spelled out trails stitchers at gmail.com, and I'll also put that in the comment. And if we don't hear from you in a week, we'll choose a new winner. So yeah,
So if you know her,
so Lacey Makes, if you know her, you might shoot her a
I follow
message, let her know. So I hate that our other person
sure,
didn't
she
respond,
follows
but-
us on Instagram.
yeah, so we could message her.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so
And I mean, as far as mailing it out, we'll do our best to get it out quickly, but
I think if you
we
can
work
get it,
days during post office hours, so
well, but if you can get it made this week, I can just run into Hy-Vee and drop it off.
why'd you have to give away my shameful secret that I've not even sewn it yet?
Because I need everyone to know you're a horrible person.
Or you guys can always run it by my house and I can take it.
Real life, you don't need to be going in the post office.
I went to the post office this weekend.
Living
I had
fast.
to mail, I finally mailed that Luke's coffee thing I made for my cousin.
Ryan,
I mean, you know, it's been sitting in my kitchen for 6 weeks.
But you had to mail it.
So I had to mail it. I had to get it out of my house.
So Lacey, message us or we'll message you on Instagram or something, but you're the winner. We won't do another giveaway probably till 500, which will, I don't know. It's gonna be mid 2022. No, maybe not. It's fine. It doesn't matter. But I saw some people on Flosstube that were like, I'm going to slow down on giveaways because I don't want to have to go into the post office all the time right now, which I get the next few months. So hopefully by the time we reach 500, it'll be a little less crazy. So anyway, so I'm sure we've already rambled like a really long time. Last week, we don't have a timer because we're doing it on Zoom. And so if it's long, it's long because we have no way to gauge. But we're going to wrap up the cross stitch part of this and move on to our quick little media corner.
Yeah, for those that don't listen to Media Corner, I'm real sorry about my dogs. They were kind of jerks this morning or this afternoon. So I apologize.
They're
No, you have to apologize for your animals.
You don't apologize for your
All
animals.
of these animals.
I
Laverne is
know.
right here, and Shirley's over in the sun.
You could
They're
apologize
so
for
loud when you're trying to do something like this.
Well, they're giant dogs, so
Yeah, now they're all asleep. Noah's scratching in the background. But anyway, I just wanted to apologize for the beginning because they were being nuts. So
whatever.
So if you don't want to listen to us ramble about things we're watching, listening to, or reading, if we're reading, then now would be the time to hit the road, Jack. And we won't feel bad. We won't be mad. It's okay. A lot of
yeah,
people,
we are not totally not mad.
I'm pretty sure that Mom turns us off before Media Corner. No, I'm just kidding.
I have to tell you something real funny, real quick. You know how Wade popped his head in last week?
Mm-hmm.
So I called my mom and I was like, hey, the video's up and your grandson made his Flosstube appearance. So she calls me a couple hours later. She's like, I didn't see Wade. And I'm like, well, how do you miss him? Sorry, Mom. Totally just called you out. It was hilarious. We laughed for so long. She's like, well, I did get up and go in the other room for a minute. I'm like, well, now you got to rewind it.
During
Yeah.
our video?
Yeah.
He was all hurt. He was all hurt that his
Yeah.
grandma missed him.
Oh,
So
The mustache threw her. She couldn't recognize him. It's like he's in.
he shaved it.
Oh,
oh.
Yeah.
clean shaven. I thought the ladies loved it, but I guess not.
I guess apparently not. Anyway.
All right. So Media Corner. I guess I'll go first. I've been watching West Wing because I am under a time constraint. It's leaving Netflix on December 24th, as we all know. So I have to push through. I'm on episode 8, maybe, of season 5. So I have rest of season 5, season 6, and season 7. And like it's gotten a little less happy, so it's hard to push through it sometimes. But anyway, but I did take a break this week and I watched some Flosstubers. So I did write down who I watched. Oh, I watched Stitch and Stuff, who I watch pretty much every week. I watched Stanbury Stitches, Stitching with Friends, who I watch a lot. They're from our area. Steel City Stitchers, and I think that was it. Is that all I watched? Yeah. I feel like I watched other ones. But then also, because we love Disney, I watched some Disney vloggers. And I don't know if any of you are into Disney as well. I know some of you are. But I watched Michael Kay, who's one of my favorite Disney vloggers. He's just always really upbeat and fun. And he does just about everything. And his videos are usually short and sweet. He moved to Orlando like a little over a year ago. And then COVID hit. But he's still, you know, going to the parks and being safe. And then I also watched my favorite British Disney vloggers, Eleanor Dreaming, who have not been able to go to Disney in a while. They're doing Vlogmas, where like you record a video every day. And they're just really nice guys. I like watching them. So if you're into Disney, they're fun to watch. Okay, so that's what I'm watching. What am I listening to? I listen to more of that Bones and Bobbins. But then I started listening to something new, and now I'm not ready. So I think I can figure it out. I listened to some Datelines because they put episodes of Dateline on as podcasts. It's basically just the audio of episodes, but it's kind of fun to listen to.
Do they tell you when it's a what's his name?
Keith Morrison. Like it'll say
they tell you when it's a Keith Morrison episode.
It'll say sometimes in the description if
Okay.
it's Keith Morrison. But what was the podcast? Oh, I know what I listened to. I listened to My Favorite Murder. We all have at one time or another. And they have a new podcast on their channel called Tenfold More Wicked, which is this woman who's a like crime historian. And it's really interesting. There's only 2 episodes so far, but she took like a crime from history and she's doing it. So it's good. And if there's another one, I couldn't think of it. All right. The other thing I listened to this week is Dolly Parton released a new song, and it's called When Life is Good Again. I posted the video on my Facebook, but
Good.
Somebody had posted it online and I watched it and it made me cry like a wee baby.
Yeah, it did me
If you
too.
feel like crying in a good way, or just like if you're feeling somewhat defeated right now, for some reason, I feel like there are certain people or certain things that always give you what you need when you need them. So
Mhm.
like in the spring, when we were under quarantine, we were away from our kids, Disney released that little Olaf short.
Oh
Was a
my
big
God.
because we couldn't be together. And I mean, I shared that and all the teachers cried and everything. So I feel like Disney does that. But then also, like when Dolly Parton tells you it's going to be okay, like you
believe
actually
her.
be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really good video. It's a great song. It's got a really good message. So she's just a national treasure.
She really is. She's
She-
amazing.
Somebody was interviewing Obama and they asked him, you know, why didn't you give Dolly Parton the Presidential Medal of Freedom? Because he gave it to like Ellen and Katherine Johnson and different people, you know. And he's like, honestly, he's like, I guess I figured she already had one.
Oh, well, yeah, you just assume. I
And
mean,
he goes, you know
Yeah.
what? Like, he's like, I'm gonna call Joe.
get Joe on that.
Right. Yes.
At some point, because not only is she trying to lift us all up during this crap show, but she also donated money to not Moderna, but the university that they're working with
Mhm.
to help with the COVID vaccine. I mean, she's just a
What-
positive.
was it the fires in Tennessee, or was there
Oh yeah, and
and
she
happened a few years ago where basically every single person in the town, she supported them for like
Doesn't she do a book
Yes.
program too?
her
yeah,
kids,
and it is amazing. It's
Yeah. called Imagination Library.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's
I mean-
incredible. Like she's a GD national treasure. You
She's
know.
a freaking saint.
So anyway, if you want to feel better, this cat.
I love her.
Feel
her
free to check out that video. It's called When Life is Good Again, and it's definitely worth a watch. And I think for just like 3 minutes, you're like, okay, it's gonna be all right.
It's gonna be all right.
And I think reading, I'm still. I really like that. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Hi, Fern.
I really like that Daphne and Velma book. I really do. I just haven't been reading. You would like it, Whitney.
You're a terrible person.
You'll have to send me the name of it. Maybe it'll get me into reading again.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think it's The Vanished Girl, maybe. Something like that. Anyway, that's my spiel. Sarah?
I finished Mr. Mercedes. I may have said that last week. I know there's a season 3 floating around out there. It's just not on Peacock yet where I can watch it. The other night, I don't know. I wasn't in the mood to watch anything. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to watch. I actually had some Datelines backed up on the DVR. So I kind of cleaned my DVR up and watched a few Datelines. And then that got me wanting to watch some more true crime stuff. So I watched American Murder, The Family Next Door, which is the story of Chris Watts. And now I want you guys to watch it because I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I have an opinion about something at the end, and I want to know if I'm the only one who thinks that way. So that's kind of what I've been watching. I don't know what I'm going to watch today while I'm stitching. I kind of want to get into something with episodes, but I don't know. I mean, after Mr. Mercedes, I kind of want something like that, but I can't figure out what to watch.
Did you watch Tales of the Crypt when it was on in the summer?
Oh, maybe I'll watch that. Is it on?
I don't know.
Okay.
It was like an AMC show. So
Oh, so I might be able to do that. Okay, I'll look and see. What? What are you
My-
laughing at? Your
what,
cat?
who?
We're talking, she jumped up, clawed my back accidentally. Jumped over there, jumped down.
She
I was
loves
going to say
rants.
that the Great British Baking Show ended. The finale was on.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And
it was-
listening to, I started that Bobbins and Bones. I'm about through it the first episode. I'm anxious to get on the second one because that's the Radium Girls one.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I was using that as an example. In school this week, I started this reading challenge where kids just go and fill in titles for different like a nonfiction book or a book about monsters, whatever. And I said my sister had listened, for her audiobook, she could have put Radium Girls. And one of my girls at school, her and her mom have been reading the and she's a
Oh,
fifth
the
grader.
junior version?
But like the juvenile version or whatever. And she goes, "Did it make your sister really mad?" She goes, "My mom and I are really mad." And I said, "Yeah." I said it made her really mad. So, but I couldn't believe it that I like brought that up as a ebook or as an audiobook to listen to, and one of my fifth graders is reading it with her mom. So I thought that was pretty cool. I haven't been doing a lot of reading this week. I still have that vampire romance on my Kindle, but a few weeks ago, Carrie had mentioned Witches of Brooklyn, the graphic novel that you said was really good, and you put it in your school. So I went ahead and ordered it. There was another book one of my kids requested this week, and it wasn't very expensive on Amazon. And I always donate a few books throughout the year to my library. So I ordered it, and I didn't want it to travel alone. So I ordered that, and I'm going to try and start it.
I gave it to one of my fourth grade girls who really likes graphic novels, and she loved it.
And I think that's it.
These cats are going nuts. All right.
B, I haven't listened or read anything. I went back and started. I was gonna watch the Great British Baking Show, and I realized that I had stopped on like episode or on season 4. So I went back and started just watching it season 4 too, and that's pretty much what I watched most of the week.
It's so good.
It is good. And then Wade and I have been watching the national rodeo finals on TV. So we've been watching that at night, but that's pretty much all I've been doing.
There's a 3 episodes holiday British baking. They do it. I think they've done it the last 3 years. And so it's like they bring back, I think, 4 former contestants, and
Is it on like PBS?
No, it's on Netflix.
Is it on Netflix? Oh, okay. I'll have to look for that one, because you know how I feel about holiday baking shows. So.
Yeah. Well, there's also, which someone I follow there's a holiday decorating show also on Netflix.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be more your
home
forte.
Makeover, something like that.
Yeah. Interesting. I'll have to find those.
Watch. Anyway, yeah. So I guess that's about it. Anything else to add? We probably have rambled for like an hour, and Mom's gonna be like, "It was a long one."
I feel like I think 45 minutes to an hour is pretty average, right?
Yeah, I mean, some people
so.
Multiple hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I can talk more about that Dolly Parton video because it really did warm my heart.
Carrie, I can stir my dogs up some more.
Yeah, you can.
There you go.
Yeah,
my cat laying on the bed. They haven't even budged since I walked in the house.
Yeah.
Lazy.
They've budged left and right and up and down and all over the place. All right, so we will wrap it up and let you go. If you have any questions for us about anything we showed or anything else, let us know below. If you have recommendations for us for books or podcasts or patterns that you think we might like, we have some more fabric on the way from Be Stitch Me.
Something to watch while I stitch.
Well, our fabric of the month should be coming, and then my Gaia fabric is coming.
I have like 7 pieces of fabric coming from her. So, yeah.
You need a 12-step program.
Do what I do. It's bad. Yeah. It's bad.
All right. So anywho, how many times have I said anywho?
I don't know, 50, 60.
We will let 70. You go. I hope you have a good week. I hope you get some stitching in. Be safe. Stay home if you can. Play it safe. Maybe we'll get through it, man. This winter is
it'll be fine.
It'll be fine, but we'll get through it.
And then maybe we can start taking road trips in the summer to go to cross stitch stores.
Yes.
I would love that.
Yeah, I would.
That would be nice.
By the way, today is Walt Disney's birthday. So wish Uncle Walt a big old happy birthday. I'm very thankful for Walt's. I know that he could be a bit problematic at times. But, so
never watch The American Experience.
Yeah, I don't know. I think do watch The American Experience. I think it's good to know that people that you
but he was a real human being.
Yes.
With flaws just like everybody else.
We all have some issues, but he gave us Disneyland and
sure.
And Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, and Mickey. So It is what it is. So have a good week, and we will see you next time. See you real soon.
Bye.
Wave.